likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Looking to throw. It's Howard. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for the wide out. He pulls it in for a big gain.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. The shotgun handoff here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Sategna. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line. Should have just taken a knee. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards and a first down for the Hogs. And, Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle made after a big gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the...
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. And you look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile.
Ohio State 7, Arkansas 0.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. It's an out route. The catch made. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. Dropping back, it's Green. Quick throw to his receiver. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First down. We're going to throw the football. With the catch, it's Ballard. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Gonna run it. It's Judkins. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
Tries to get it to the running back. Grab near the sticks. It's Judkins. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Dropping back. It's Green. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price.
Now, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Well, got to showcase his spin move, but dropped quickly after just a short game.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his back. Receiver left alone. Easy completion. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Breaking tackles. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. That's a bullet over the middle. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Powers through a tackle. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. The pass rush closing in. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Green. He's running out of time here. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Extending the play now. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down. The Razorbacks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for him.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. It's caught downfield. Finds room at the 30. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
Return begins inside. Oh, the ball on the ground. Oh, they keep the football. They're able to recover that fumble and avoid a costly mistake.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. And he's got it. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Promising start to the drive, but now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Back to pass. It's Howard. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him, but the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Bringing pressure. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The offense starts with excellent field position. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Here's the target, and it's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
The pass is intercepted. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
So I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up a first down for the Hogs. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
Running out of time in the pocket. He stays alive. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To the air. It's Green. The pass rush closing in. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Trying for a 4th down completion. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll get there. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. And the second effort there will earn him the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we had good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Back to pass. It's Green. He cannot escape the defense with a sack. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's running out of time here. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to his target. Complete with a running back in this 4th down play. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down. As the clock runs down here in the third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And he drops back in the gun. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, this offense coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Escapes the pocket. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Well, down late in his football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
They're going to run it. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Buckeyes are in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Chris, you get this deep into an opponent's side of the field and come away with 3 instead of 6, and man, it is a letdown. That's certainly not what they're looking for here on 3rd and long from inside the red zone. There's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man. Here's the 2nd down play. Dropping back. It's Green. And this pass is caught. It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense at... That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. We're going to score. They'll run it to the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
27, Arkansas, 8.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Pressure is coming. On the run here, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for a deep completion. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Look out, he's got some space. At the 30 now. At the 10 now. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6.